And your next topic is types of file. In types of file, you will be having a n number of types of files. So, file can be divided into certain types. One is your text file, source file, executable file, and object file. These are the four types of or four different categories of your files. First is your text file. Text file, it is a sequence of characters which organized into lines. Text file is a regular file. It is also called as a regular file. Next is your source file. It contains a sequence of subroutines, procedures and functions. Source file is just like your if you are developed any program, that a set of instructions will be stored in a single file. It is called as a source file. Next is executable file. It contains a series of code sections. This file is input to the loader and loader loads this file into memory and then execute. Executable file is nothing but whatever the data or whatever the code you will be written as a programmer, it will be stored in a source file. But if it is unable to execute, then only it will called as a executable file. If it is having a, while you compile that, if it is produced one .exe file, means it is an executable file. Next is your object file. Object file is the input to the linker. You will came to know in the next in another subjects, like what do you mean by loaders and linkers. As the name indicates, loader is nothing but it will load the source code to your main memory to your main memory to execute the program. Linkers is nothing but while loading the program, there should be a link between your loader and the main memory. That process will be done by your linkers. The object file is input to the linker, and object file is a binary file that the compiler creates that converts the source to object code. That is your object file. Next, file types. Oh, there are a number of file types. In that, the first one is ordinary file. What do you mean by ordinary file? Ordinary file is also called as a regular file. It contains only data as a streams of characters. And for example, you can take ordinary files as your .txt files. .txt files or all are comes under the regular files. And text files, in ordinary files you will be having a two types. One is text file. It contains only printable characters, and another one is binary file. It contains printable and unprintable characters that cover the entire ASCII range. That is your ordinary files. Next is your directory file. What do you mean by directory file? A directory file is like a folder that contains other files. You already know what do you mean by directory. Directory is nothing but within a single directory. That directory or path, you will call it as a root node. Under that, you will be having a n number of files. Within a particular folder, if you are having n number of files, that is called as a directory file. And next is your device file. Special files are known as the device files. In Unix, all physical devices are accessed via device files. They are what programs use to communicate with hardware. Here there are two types of device files. One is character and another one is block. A character device file and another one is block device file. In character device file, the first one in this character device file, files are associated with characters or raw device access. The block device file means files are used to access the block devices of your IO, input output devices. That is your block device file. Character, for example, you can consider it as a character device file is nothing but it will read each and every character from the device. If it is a block device file, means it will be considering or it will be accessing the block devices from your IO devices, input output. That is your block device file. And the last one is your FIFO. FIFO file is a special pipe device file which provides temporary buffers for two or more processes to communicate by writing data and reading data from the buffer. FIFO file is just like a stack. FIFO concepts will work in your stacks. FIFO file is nothing but if you are performing multiple operations, it will be in a stack. It will be in a form of stack. One after the other, it will give the priority and it will be the process will get executed. That is your FIFO file. And next is your file attributes. File attributes, in the file attributes you will be having a different, you already know in a single file you will be having a number of properties. If you are having a single file, just go and check the properties. You will be having n number of categories or n number of characteristics in that file attributes. The main file attributes are, first one is name of that particular file. So file name should be in a human readable form. Whatever the file name you will be given, it should be in a human understandable way. And next one is identifiers. Identifiers is an OS uses this identifiers for its operations. When a file is created by user, operating system assigns unique identification number to each and every file. It identifiers is nothing but a specific ID. Likewise, being a student, you will be having a ID card. In that ID card, your USN number will be an unique number. Likewise, whenever the user created a file, the operating system will assign a unique identification number to each and every files that will be created by your operating system, and whenever it is needed, or your operating system only make use of that identification number to perform the operation. And next one is type information is required for system that support different types of files. Types of files means it can be any type of file, text file, PDF file, or multimedia files, audio, video, any kind of pictures, images, any kind of files, that will indicate your type of file. And next one is location or place, where is the path of that particular file is stored. Next is size of the particular file. What is the size of the file, in terms of MB, GB, whatever it is. It will specify how much size the file contains. And next one is protection. This information is stored on the preprocessor table, so the operating system can allow or deny subsequent request. Attributes like protection, password, creator, and owner provides protection to a file. Those are all the protection for the particular file. And next one is date and time. This information is related to creation and modification of files. If you are created a file, if you created a file, if you later few days or later few hours, if you modified, means it will be reflected in that properties. At what time you modified, when the file was created, and when you last view that file, everything will be recorded in the date and time attribute. Thank you.